Okay, hi everyone, my name's Christine and this is my coworker Chris and we work for a company called Smart Technologies. How many people have heard of Smart Technologies? Fair few. Background for our company is actually in education, so if you have children, I guarantee you a drink at that bar that your kids probably have smart boards in their classrooms. We have about 70% of 70% of classrooms across the US have smart boards in them. But this is New Tech Seattle, so I wanted to come down today and just show you some cool new tech that the company's developing. So my next question is, how many people here use whiteboards? How many people use them every day, love them, use them to their lists, their calendaring, whatever? I do too. How do you save the information from your whiteboard? Take a photo. Do you find that effective? Works well enough. Does this look familiar? This is what my company does. Everyone writes PLO, and I didn't know what it meant because to me that meant the Palestinian Liberation Organization. But apparently it means please leave on. I always write do not erase. Found that one out through onboarding. Anyway. This is what it probably looks like too. The cartoon is a really glorified picture of what you think's happening, but what's probably happening is your small little crappy Nokia isn't quite getting the whole board and the page, or then you've got photos left in your camera library on your phone and you're going back through whatever ruckus you got up to on the weekend to find something from work to get to. Or it looks like this. And you say, great, what I had was really detailed and really great, and now there's a big sunspot in the middle, because that seems to happen whenever you take a photo of information, or you have to try to take 4 photos and stitch them together to get to the great level of detail that your idea had. Smart Technology set out to try to change this. We said, you know what, this is a piece of technology that has not evolved in like 100 years. A lie, 50, it's like 1956 I think the whiteboard came out. So we said we're going to totally evolve the dry erase board and make it for today's world. So this is the new revolutionized dry erase board or whiteboard. It looks just like your regular whiteboard. I have talked to many people about whiteboarding. I have people who tell me they can't think without the smell of a dry erase marker. So this is a regular Scene 1, Scene 'em all dry erase marker. You could use Expo, whatever you want, no special pens. The only thing that's special about it is it plugs in. So if you have power outlets in your building, you can use one of these things. Walk up, pick up a pen, start writing just the way Chris did. However, I'm going to pair my phone using the QR code that's on the board on the side here. You guys all have a email in your inbox saying please join a SmartKAPP session, so you can follow along on your phone if you want to. Just by pairing my board using the QR code, I'm going to unlock a whole new set of capabilities. There you go. So you don't all have to pair the phone, like only I need to do it, and I can send you an email and you can all follow along. Once I've paired my phone, you're going to see in real time everything that's happening on that board. I can capture that so I don't need to take a photograph anymore. I have a high resolution JPEG or PDF of that work to send around. You can zoom in, zoom out. I can take multiple captures of that work. So you get to idea number 1, you want to see the progression, you want to capture what you got there, take a snapshot, move on to idea number 2 or erase it. There's no technology in the board whatsoever, so we're not talking about IT networking and complicated integration. It's literally hang it on the wall. We had to hang it on a stand for this, and the stand's problematic, but hang it on the wall, plug it in, good to go. And that's it. This is like the dry erase board reinvented. So if you open up the session, you could follow along, see what Chris has been writing, but we have a whole higher level to this line, which is digital, and you can do two-way inking, and you could be anywhere you wanted to, but I'm done with a minute to go. Yep. How does it work? DVIT. So it's tracing the movements of the pen so that it can pick up where it's going. Yeah.
So can smartphones, iPad, write on something on that?
For this version, no, because I'm putting physical ink on a board. So unless your phone can put physical ink back on my board, that's not going to work. For the next line up, which is digital, so looks like a TV screen instead, then yeah, you can do two-way ink, multi-way inking, however you want. Yep. Oh. This is $8.99. This is just like a flip chart size. We have regular like 4x6, which is pretty much your standard whiteboard size, and that's $11.99. Yeah.
Is there a startup week discount code?
I can create one and we can get the guys to send it around to the group tomorrow. Yeah.
I can come and set it up for you. You get to see my beautiful face.
That doesn't cost extra?
Yeah. What'd you say? Sure. That's a true story. Seriously. You don't know the kinds of boring research I've done, but like looking up the price range of whiteboards on the market, that was a great Friday afternoon. But yeah, no, plenty of people. I mean, this is like a standard tool. You go into work, you whiteboard. And for myself, it's like my to-do list, right? And being able to share that with other people and say, this is what's on the list, knock it off.
So how is this better than taking a picture and having the application on your phone?
Image recognition.
Yeah, exactly.
So just, I suppose, per the pictures I showed you, you don't get sunspots, you don't get any kind of blur, you don't need to it takes the whole screen, you have to take multiple snapshots of the same thing. It's actually all stored in the same app, and so it integrates with like Evernote or anywhere else, so it's actually more secure than taking a photo on your phone, which people can instantly put on Twitter or Facebook. You'd have to do more workarounds to get there. So for companies that are a little bit more data conscious or security conscious, they can do that.
Also remote. So if you're remote,
Right.
you can be down the street or in Europe. You just send them the link, they can join the session.
Right.
It's exactly.
The photo alone doesn't give you that real-time sharing. So this has real-time sharing. You can follow along with my ideas. So actually, this company is based in Calgary, and I work out of Seattle. We, in the last year, opened up a pretty big Seattle office. But before that, I was remote. And when people have an idea and write on a board, you're on a phone call thinking, I might as well be watching TV. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sometimes, every now and again, people take a photo and send it to you, and it turns out to be something like that. And I'm like, cool, I'll put on Days of Our Lives, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
Okay.